let's make chicken salad. This is really, really simple. I'm also gonna tell you how to create a recipe in Macros First, and then some hacks on how to like really, really easily log it. So my phone is filming right now. I don't have it in front of me. When you make this, open up your Macros First app or whatever other macro tracking app you may be using and create a recipe. You can name this as whatever you want, you know, chicken salad, or create different versions. We're gonna do a base recipe. Today I'm gonna do a Greek flavor inspired one, but you can also adjust this. I will ramble on how you can do that throughout this video, all right? So open up your tracking app, create a recipe, name it, and just have it ready to go. What you're gonna do first is you're gonna get your kitchen scale. If you're tracking macros, this is what you wanna do. If you're not tracking macros, you don't need to do these steps. This recipe is still great for you. So take your kitchen scale, put it on the table, and then take whatever bowl you're gonna use to prep this in and put it on the scale. I want you to write down how much this scale or how much this bowl weighs in grams. So my bowl is 1,000 grams. It's pretty easy to remember. You're gonna write that down because this is gonna help you later when it comes to serving sizes, all right? Tear out that so it is zeroed out now. So the ingredients that you are going to need for this recipe is chicken. I am using a rotisserie chicken that I got yesterday. I'm going to use just the breast meat without the skin on it to have more control over where I'm getting my fats from in this recipe, but you can definitely use the whole chicken if you want. You could use canned chicken in this. You could use chicken that you made yourself. This also would work well with canned tuna, or if you are plant-based, then you could probably use something like tofu in this as well. I'm gonna be using Greek yogurt, again, a non-fat Greek yogurt here. You could use a Greek yogurt that has a higher fat percentage if you want, or cottage cheese that's blended would also work really well in here. A little hack that I'm doing is instead of just using Greek yogurt, which you totally can do, I'm gonna use a Greek yogurt based tzatziki dip to add that extra Greek flavor into it. If you don't want to use this, or you don't want a Greek flavor to your chicken salad, then just use the plain Greek yogurt and season accordingly. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a little bit of light mayo in this. Again, if you know some fats coming from this, if you wanna cut down on fats, omit the mayo. We're not gonna use a lot in this anyway, or change the fat percentage of your Greek yogurt. And then for Greek seasoning, I really like this Cavender's. I'm running out of it, so I'm also gonna add some garlic powder, and I think I'm gonna add some lemon juice into this. So I just tore out the chicken breast from this rotisserie chicken, and I peeled off the skin. So I just have a bunch of breast meat here that I'm just gonna chop up. You want your bowl to be on the scale and the zero to be there on the scale. So right now I'm just gonna chop this chicken and add it to the bowl. Okay, and then you're just gonna make note of how much chicken is in this. So 405 grams is what I got. If I had more chicken, I would probably add it. This will depend. If you want higher protein, add more chicken into the total recipe. But that's all I have right now. So 405 grams, I'm gonna put that into my macro tracking app into this recipe. So I would log this as cooked skinless chicken breast, 405 grams. And then you wanna press the Tare button, So you're at 0. All right, so now we're just gonna add the other things in here. I'm gonna do about 20 grams of this mayo right now. I'd say like 20 to 30 grams, but I'm gonna do 20 grams of mayo. Just because I've made this before, you can decide yourself, again, based on fat content that you want. But I'm gonna add a little bit more of the tzatziki instead. So tear this out. I'm gonna add yogurt, Greek yogurt. Again, I'm doing non-fat, you can do whatever you want. I'm gonna do about 200 grams of the Greek yogurt. And then I'm gonna tear it out, zero it. And then I'm gonna do 100 grams of the tzatziki. Then we're gonna stir this up, get everything incorporated. Again, make sure that you add these things in step by step to your recipe, and you can always adjust it again according to you, or you can build it ahead of time. If you want specific macros, then you can build it accordingly to that ahead of time. Then you'll know how much of your ingredients to add. Add seasoning, measure with your heart. I already did that. So what you're gonna do is you are going to take your whole bowl of chicken salad, zero out your scale, put this onto the scale. Now, whatever weight you get, you're going to subtract the weight of the bowl from the beginning. So right now I have 1764. I'm going to subtract 1,000, and then 764 is the serving size. So now it's really easy where I can measure this out by the gram.